so y'all better cook. I got big dreams, you walk talk, when I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off, like I really give a I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
What is the big old deal, man? We are back cracking for another reaction. You already know what the deal is, man. Today, we got Jim Jones. Now, I don't know exactly what was said, so this is new. It's new to me, just like it is to y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this reaction, man. Y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully y'all can hear me. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Y'all should be able to hear me. Okay, yeah, y'all can hear me. Yeah, so we got Jim Jones, man. So we finna go see what he didn't expose himself about, because he been receiving a lot of backlash over this. It's getting crazy out here in these streets, man. So, hold on. Oh, and while we wait, man, because I'm trying to pull it up, make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, man. We are almost at 2,000 subs. Finally, man. All right, here we go. Yeah, we almost at 2,000 subs now, man. We about 3 subs away from it, so reaching that goal, man. So shout out to y'all. Let's keep it going, because the next goal, we trying to 1,000. Let's go. All right, let me see. Hype me up. Hype me up. All right, man. So let's get it going. There we go. Come on, man. Let's go. There we go. What's up with it not playing, bro? What the hell?
This recent interview that Jim Jones did with Angela Yee really showed that Kanye West was right and why all of us should stay away from people like Jim Jones. Jim went on Angela Yee's morning show to respond back to comments that Kanye made about Jim Jones on Twitter and during his interview with DJ Academics. After Jim Jones tweeted, "I love Kanye," Kanye responded back with the quote he actually said during the DJ Academics interview. He said, "I know this is gonna sound like some Tarantino movie, but here it goes. So Jim Jones got paid $2 million to introduce me to a gentleman named Mr. Pink to discuss my crypto coin and never told me he was getting $2 million and never cut me in. But that wasn't the worst part. We were working on clothes and I asked him for a PDF, and then this ninja told me he don't know how to make a PDF. I always thought that was the wildest response, because if you just made $2 million off of me, the least you could do is make a PDF, or at least learn how to make a PDF, or at least pay somebody to make the PDF. And it's not gonna cost you $1,000. It's not gonna cost you $200, bro. You could pay some Indians on Fiverr to make that PDF with 100 images for you, bro, for $5.99, $5.99, bro. Like, it didn't need to be expensive. So I definitely understand where Kanye West is coming from, bro. It feels like this is now a one-sided relationship. There's a couple different ways to respond to getting called out. But
oh, he tried to hustle. He tried to hustle, yeah, man. Damn. I mean, I know it's a money play, but godly, $2 million, and you ain't trying to cut me in on nothing, man. Even if I am a billionaire, bro, give me my cut still, though. You gonna make some money off me.
The most effective way is to probably joke about it, leave some type of plausible deniability there, and that's what Jim Jones did, okay? Jim Jones turned it into a joke, insinuated Kanye West was lying, but he don't got time to address Kanye West's lies. I don't know about y'all, but whenever I see somebody take this approach, I just assume some level of guilt. How large that level of guilt is, depending on their response. But
hold on. Them shirts is actually hard, though. I'm not even gonna hold you. If Jim Jones dropped them, yeah, those just fly. Hold on, y'all. So I'm trying to make it so I can see the screen. All right, yeah. So let's go. He said, "Yay, sniffing, yay, but keep my name alive, champ. We love Kanye. He's lucky I don't have time to talk about lies right now. Only the truth."
Will say, yay, sniffing, yay, LOL, but keep my name alive, champ. We love Kanye. Then he would drop a merch, like a PDF merch, which within itself isn't really a smart idea. I know Jim Jones probably isn't an internet baby, but once you find out what the abbreviation for PDF is in online lingo, that's probably not the best merch.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? Because I was thinking the same thing. Like, as soon as I seen PDF, see in the YouTube world, yeah, that term is not what Jim Jones is using it for. Usually, when people say PDF, it's like a shorter version of saying a PDF file. If y'all know, read between the lines. But usually, yeah. So that's why, yeah, that somebody that that's really into YouTube, they probably pick that up. Like, that's nah. That might not have been the best move, my boy.
I would drop, but nonetheless, though, he did it. Now, Jim Jones would pretty much go radio silent on this situation until he went on Angela Yee. And the more he spoke about this situation, the more I begin to understand why Jim Jones fall out with almost everyone, and why Jim Jones is almost certainly not the type of guy that I want to ever associate with. This is some horrible stuff. Now, Jim Jones will start off by telling Angela Yee and Mano that he had to distance himself from Kanye initially because Kanye West started wilding out.
But boy got a little screws loose and shit. Obviously, from the things that he been talking about, I do see that he needs attention. Like, he seems to want the most attention in the world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If he's not the person that's talked about, then he's talking about everybody else so people can talk about him. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to be, from what I can see, is the most famous person in the universe of all time.
I feel like he's always said that.
On the wake up. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be the famous person.
Need to be
it felt like he wasn't.
Then again, too, I could see that being the case. I could see that being the case, but also you gotta keep in mind though, like, Ye is blackballed everywhere. So, I mean, is it really crazy or is it, actually genius? Because he know how to market himself. He been doing a good job at that, even though he be saying some wild-ish, but to each his own. But he been doing his strategy. Apparently, it been working, so we can't deny that it's been working. But he do be just saying some wild shit though. I'm not even gonna lie. But hey, it's Jay, and then especially when you don't got like you blackballed in the industry and everywhere, in blackball in the music industry, you blackball in the fashion industry. So shit, you got to take matters into your own hands. I ain't mad at it.
On the Cardi album,
right? So that
wild out on Cardi. You heard, like,
Cardi, he said, pull the gun on him.
I'm not in the news today. I'm a today. Like, I'm not.
My okay.
Sometimes you're going too far though.
Like, yo, bro,
he could have kept that one though.
Come on, Trilly.
Well,
like,
I'm cool with the gangster shit.
No, we just said music was therapeutic.
Yeah, but he took it. Yeah.
So maybe that. So
Jim starts off trying to make sense, but the more he talks, trust me, just keep watching, he exposes himself eventually. Even with this explanation, calling Kanye West crazy, bringing up things that Kanye West have done in his past, this is like the nasty dude at the party who gets caught groping or taking advantage of a chick, and then when you confront him, man, bro, that chick sucked off the whole football team. That chick got cracked me.
Okay, now, Flacco, that's a little extreme to try to put that on, bro. That's a little extreme analogy to use. You know what I'm saying? You trying to like make the parallel between that. Like, nah, you could have used a different analogy.
On the bleachers, that chick was at the party getting ran the other day. That may be true. She may be a bop, right? But does she give you permission to take advantage of her? Right? So they would make you familiar with all the character flaws of that person without actually explaining what they did wrong, hoping you just automatically assume that person is at fault. In this particular situation, he then continues to say that him and Kanye West fell out because he told Kanye West, man, I can't rock with all the stuff you're doing, man.
because that's the thing, right?
I don't knock nobody.
Yeah, but
Pause.
But that was
sucking it.
wait, pause. Hey, yo, wow.
Oh my God.
But man, you heard like
He knows that though. That's why he keep
he
going.
come out with KKK hoodie on, everything. I'm about to go buy one
swastika.
and see how that shit work for me.
No, it's not. Don't do it.
Now on the virality of it, you know what I'm saying, on the marketing side of it, yes. Even with when he came out with the KKK outfit, when he came out with the swastika thing, necklace or whatever the case is, like, even though he had marketing wise, that was smart because it's gonna trigger people. It's gonna trigger people to get a reaction, in which it was successful in getting a reaction. A lot of people obviously took it the wrong way, but he actually explained why he did what he did, and and once he explained it, like for face value, it looked crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it looked crazy. But when he actually explains why he did what he did, it makes sense. But yeah, he be off the chain though.
That's what I'm saying.
It is not
so how the
gonna
fuck
work.
you think I'm gonna be up here talking crazy about the man? It don't work. Let him do him. I appreciate the good times we had. You heard? Like,
we had a time.
We had a time. It was a time, nigga.
Hey, I'm Landon Donovan.
And I'm Tim Howard.
And we are the hosts of the new podcast, USLNT Unfiltered
Two bald niggas.
Soccer with Landon and Tim.
He just
And
let
we are here.
he just let it go. When he get back here,
This shit,
it's like, bro,
you're
hair is
creative,
telling you
you're
something.
genius, you know how to make some money. I can't fuck with this shit. And this is the conversation we was having.
Kanye West been wilding out since 2021, 2022. We're in 2025. Jim Jones and Kanye West began working like 2024. I'm not trying to hear I stopped messing with Kanye West. I had to distance myself from Kanye West due to the recent antics. Cut it out, bro. These antics been here in 2022. Kanye West has been radioactive, toxic since 2022. But you was working with him when you could eat off him, when you could benefit. But the minute you was asked to pull your own weight, the minute you was asked to give back and contribute, you said, But the more he talks, he exposes that. He reveals the real reason why he stopped talking to Kanye West, or the real reason why he distanced himself from Kanye West.
When I text and I have all the text, that's why I'm laughing like, yo, bro, you talking about this $2 million. If I was one of these niggas of the media, I would put the whole text on with quietly and show you everything that you lied about. Like, bro, don't, let's not do this. We only talk through text, bro. And you didn't even know what a VIG was. It's this certain shit. I'm like, yo, bro, how you make $1 billion, nigga? You don't know what a VIG is. Like, you dig, nigga? How you talking to me and you don't even know what a VIG is? Like, so it just. But we had our own back and forth. Nigga said he went to shoot the film with me. I said, cool. What? I said I'm flying out to LA tomorrow. We can shoot the 31. That's terms where I'm from. We fight for 31 seconds. I kick your ass for 31 seconds. I hug you, and then I fly.
Why would
He said, I got it on text. He said, no, I was just vetting. We don't have to do that.
So he texted you and
He said, I will fight you. He said, I will fight you. I know it's not the best.
Ye. I don't think Ye no Mark. Even though he retracted his statement though, I don't think Ye no Mark. He probably get beat up though. He probably will. I don't think Ye got hands, but he ain't no Mark though. He ain't scared to get out there with you though. And this nigga got more balls than a lot of your favorite rappers. He'll tell you like it is, and whatever he feel on his heart, you feel me? Which is, you can't do nothing but respect it though. But at the same time, now I wanted to say this. It's crazy, and Flacco made a good point. It's crazy how everybody been knowing Ye been crazy even way before, or not. I wouldn't say crazy, but we will say he on his trips. Shit, even dating back to when he said that about George Bush, or even when he did the whole little thing about Katy Perry versus Beyonce, this ain't nothing new. So I don't like how everybody be trying to use Ye when it's convenient for them, and then once they get what they want out of him, it's easy for all these niggas just to like throw him away and use the he's crazy card. He wasn't crazy when you was getting money with him, just like niggas like Ty Dolla $ign. You know, I understand the reason why he stepped away from Ye, but at the same time though, it's like, bro, you was getting all this money. You know, I actually think Kanye saved Ty Dolla $ign career. I'm not saying that he's not a dope artist. Because he's a dope artist, dope singer, and he played all the instruments. He's dope all the way around. But I feel like when he started messing with Ye, that gave his career a new wind. And then as soon as he got up, he did all the albums with him. He got his new artist, Leon Thomas, and everything like that. You know, he shook. As soon as they gave him an ultimatum, hey, you either get blackballed like him, or you know what I'm saying, or you disown him. And guess what he did? He disowned him. I understand why he did, but it's just like it's crazy because like niggas just be using, bro. But let's go.
I will fight you.
Taylor
Like, yo,
Swift.
I've got
Taylor
no props
Swift,
for
yeah.
beating up Kanye.
Shout out my nigga Lee.
You would've beat him up for 31 seconds.
I would have flew to LA. We'd have gotten in the room.
You
We'd have
imagine?
boxed him up. Boop, 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 31 seconds. Put the clock on. Boop, boop, boop.
And that's exactly
This
how
what
you
we
would
doing.
yeah.
31 seconds.
31 seconds.
You heard? You want to shoot the fair one? I said, cool. I showed him how it needed to be done. I showed him what you need to do. I was pulling the shit up. This is how it needed to look. This everything. Bop, laid it out for him. Blew his mind. He like, nah, you an alien. I need more. I need you. I nah, I need you to stay here. And it's the day before my album. Like, so this is the cold part. The day before my album comes out, I'm there. I'm like, yo, I gotta bust a move. He like, no, we making billions off of clothes. I'm like, bro, I have my album coming out tomorrow. I respect what you saying, but I'm going back home because I got people that love me. I got fans that respect what I'm doing. Like, my life don't stop for you, Jack. Like, what's wrong with you, all right? He like, oh, man. I'm like, yo, bro. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I see what type of person this is.
I'm not saying Jim Jones should have stayed with Kanye or pushed back his album because, honestly, if that's what he wanted to do, like, this man he's not a servant to Kanye West. He could leave if he want to leave, right? But the album made $3,500 within like 2 weeks of it dropping. You was making millions with Kanye. I think it's probably a bad financial decision to choose the album over Kanye. But nonetheless, though, yeah, he isn't a Kanye West servant.
Man, but that ain't we're not gonna sit here and try to like clown Jim Jones because his album made 3,500, bro. Like it made something. That's more than a lot of you niggas out there. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit. And just to keep it fair, even a lot of y'all favorite artists that are all big, that be getting millions of views, but and streams and stuff like that. But if you knew how the machine actually works, like a lot of them views be bots. It don't even be real. Because if you think about it, these artists, and I'm not talking about like the Taylor Swift, the SZAs, and Kendricks and stuff like that. I'm talking about, but it is certain people, like certain big A-list artists, that they getting all these millions and millions of streams. But then when it comes out to going on tour and selling out the venue, they could barely do it. So that already lets you know, like, a lot of them streams is fake. You know what I mean? A lot of these rappers is not making money like y'all think. And if they are, best believe they got something else going on. It's either they getting show money, and we know that slowed up since ever since COVID, unless you really popping like that. Or you making money off merch. A lot of these artists, they sign to labels that recoup money depending on their contract. They recoup money from their merch, so they're not really seeing. So not everybody's seeing money like that off of merch, unless depending on your type of deal you got. And then, other than that, it's like they either got real estate going on, or they investing. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. You feel me? But these niggas ain't making money like y'all think. Be having on all these chains and pulling up in all these foreigns. A lot of that stuff is rented. They don't even own that stuff. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna, we ain't gonna tolerate that type of slander. You know, I don't care what nobody say. And that's just my opinion.
He shouldn't have stayed, right? Even though I probably would have if I'm making millions with Kanye and $3,500 for this album. Jim Jones will say Kanye West is a selfish human being for wanting him to stay and continue to work on the fashion stuff instead of letting him go to drop his album. Now, here's where Jim Jones exposes himself. Jim Jones will then reveal, you know how he told Kanye West he don't know how to make a PDF? So after making...
Oh, but let me say this too, though. Now, because I know some of y'all gonna be kind of, oh, ain't nobody listening to Jim Jones. He not like, yeah, okay, he's not the most popular artist. He had his time. We all know him for that Ballin'. That was one of his biggest songs to this day. But so I can see why, because if you gave me the choice of making $3,500 and making a couple million off of some fashion, and this is Ye we talking about. So he's very successful when it comes to fashion world. You feel me? So you know what he's doing. It depends. I feel like Jim was just being an artist, you know. At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure the nigga would do it for free, even if he wasn't making money off his music. I'm pretty sure he'll still do it. That's just the artist, you know what I mean? I'm like that. I don't care about really if I make money or not. I'm still gonna do it, you know. So, but at the same time, though, we just talking about business. That probably wouldn't have been the smartest thing to do, because then you could have come up with that meal, right? A couple mil from the fashion, and you could be using that same. You could take a meal, just or a couple 100,000, and invest into marketing. That's how I would have did it.
$2 million off a favor that Kanye West did for him. Jim Jones will say that he actually knows how to do a PDF, but he chose not to give Kanye West the PDF because he wanted to keep the items and the ideas for himself. After taking $2 million from this man,
I'm out of here. But I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this. You heard? You just lost one. You heard? Because I'm the type of person that I will do everything I need to do for anybody. Mm-hmm. That's just how I am. But when you show me you're not willing to do anything for me, I can't fuck with you, Jack. You heard? And you knew my album was coming out. Nor did you say, oh, congratulations. Nor did you say, oh, let me post your shit up. Nor did you say anything that had to be
do with you
with my album.
Right.
It was all about you.
Okay, I can understand.
Because I'm all about me. You heard? Mm-hmm. I sent him a picture. It was me and him in a picture. I sent him a picture right before I left. I said, I'm trying to figure out who's the superhero and who's the villain. I'm going to catch you later. You heard? Just like that. I need the PDF.
Well, now I see why. Yeah. So
bro,
that's
I've created my own technology with Amazon. You think I don't know how to do a PDF?
Oh,
you heard?
okay.
Do you see? I know how to engineer my own sessions. You see me build computers by myself, right?
That was Quarantine Studios?
Yeah, of course I know how to do a PDF, right. But you're not going to steal the sauce. That's another thing. A lot of these kids, they have it, but they don't have the sauce. You might got the packaging, but you don't got the sauce to sell. You heard?
Yo, and he's saying this as if he's saying some real stuff. Yo, he's saying this.
You talking about the sauce, nigga? Ye got the sauce. He don't need your sauce. That's the thing. And one thing I love about Ye is because he collaborative. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no gatekeeper. That nigga ain't never been no gatekeeper. From what I've seen throughout his career, I ain't never seen him be no gatekeeper. You feel me? So with Jim, it sound good, but it's like, bro, Ye don't need you to create clothes, bro. He did it successfully without you, nigga. Like, you see the whole world rocking his stuff. Whatever that nigga can put out the Yeezy trash bag. I guarantee you it will sell out. For real. Like, so I feel like that was just an excuse because you didn't want to deal with him. Because if you got $2 million out this nigga, it'd be different if you was like, I'm not sending you the PDF file. And he didn't make that 2 mil. I didn't know that he already got the 2 mil. So he got the 2 mil and then he tried to skate and try to make it seem like, oh, I'm not gonna give him. I don't want you stealing the sauce. Then why'd you show him in the first place? Why would you rocking with him in the first place? Like, yo, you're not making sense, bro. You just not. You done got 2 million out this nigga. Come on now.
As if he is spitting. As if he's saying some stuff the real ones gonna relate to. No, bro. All the real ones who's listening to this, bro, thinks that, yo, you a sucker for this, bro. Jim Jones is the homie you gotta gatekeep success from, bro. He's the homie you know you gotta gatekeep success from, bro. Because if you rapping first and you make it first and you put him on, the minute is his turn to give back the favor to you. You know, you put him on, he get a hot song, he goes to the top. While you still a mid-level artist and he now a superstar, and you ask him, hey bro, can I get a feature, bro, to you feel me, to get me back hot? Man, that homie gonna look you in your eyes and say, man, bro, we do the same type music, bro. Me doing a feature with you gonna cut into what I got going on, bro. I can't give you the sauce. That's the type of homie Jim Jones is, bro. Kanye West gave this man $2 million. Not out of his own pocket, but Kanye West came and sat down and took the meeting and did Jim Jones a favor that Jim Jones couldn't have gotten from anybody else. $2 million. He asked you for inspo, for ideas, to give him a PDF of styles that the kids in New York are currently rocking. And you said, after making $2 million from that man, listen, bro, I know how to do a PDF, bro, but man, I'm not giving you no sauce. I'm trying to keep it for myself. That's crazy, bro. People like Jim Jones, I don't want nowhere near me. I don't want nowhere around me. I don't want a Jim Jones in my circle, bro.
Yeah, so we're gonna leave it right there. But yeah, man, like, what y'all think about that though? Like, now that I see the full spectrum of what's going on, that was no homie shit. Like, you can't talk about Ye not caring about what you got going on, but you steady. You know what I mean? He didn't help you make $2 million, and you couldn't give him a couple ideas. If you got the sauce, you can this is how I feel. If you got the sauce, you can always recreate. It don't matter how many times somebody try to imitate what you got going on. You can always recreate, because why? You can always make another one, because why? It's in you, not on you. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Make sure you go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, we ain't on the road. We almost at 2,000 subs. I think we need probably two or three more subs. So make sure if you up in here, you know what I mean, you subscribe to the channel, man. We about to reach our goal, and I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. I'm gone.
Every day it's like I feel more pressure, give more effort. Bill steady rolling in the due day crept up. Feel like I'm next up, life gon' test ya. My range close, aim, know the boy a heavy stepper. Things change, rearrange, ain't no crime body. Heart is weaving through the smoke, got my vision cloudy. Heavy stress on my brain, ain't no way around it. Navy SEAL when I flow, no you can't drown me. No